If I tap the wound, it tingles. Because she never really went away, she just changed form and went to stay in a different part. So I live with a comfortable pain just below the heart, in the realm of the stomach. I keep that memory reserved at all times in case I see her. The thought of her still knots it. She's like a string untied. Mine resides in my clenched palm. It's almost umbilical. I'm eager to reattach this strong arm with this childlike emotion, these memories of her. I use it to hang my rose-coloured spectacles from, and I dangle them and make them sway and hypnotise myself that she was perfect. Thank you. Calcium or lime scale. It's like dust on the lids of gift boxes that you put on top of the cupboards. It builds up and we learn to accept it, to inhale it and occasionally pick at it from the hot and cold faucets where liquid drips and cold people passed and left deposits that heavy the heart. It's some kind of water. You think that you've overcome it and that you can overcome it or accept it as it compounds itself, and you pick at those pieces, but it comfortably reforms its own coral reefs. Who said there could be no beauty in loneliness, the most romantic state of all? Accepting your own company is the only way to know yourself. I wish not to apply lime scale to my taps. I'm no fan of harsh chemicals. I'd rather that you usher me in gently, loneliness, now that you've arrived. Thank you. 1967 was the first tour, but all they bothered about was the body count. And all that pours out is body 1, body 2, body 3, body 400 black plastic bin bags zipped up on the sides. And burned napalm gook skin slides off. It's horrendous. Gooks, the people just like you. Gooks, the people just like you. Half the time you don't know who you're killing. They send you out into that free fire zone to shoot anything that moves. Tree leaves, little furry animals, whole villages to search and destroy. And the sickening thing is, I got to like it. I actually got to like it, and like any addiction it escalates. Hell, they had us kill 7-year-old kids. They looked bigger under telescopic sights, but the guys were just kids. They had photographs of their mums and dads when we stripped them. The Marines turned us into machines, and Hollywood into heroes, but we ain't no heroes, we just wanted to come home. And the Vietnam vets with no arms and no legs, like forgotten sons, we got no arms to shoot ourselves in the head, so we surely would, just because we survived. Feel guilty because we survived. Survived when a comrade died by your side. Christ, I had to sit in his blood for an hour, and that's not supposed to affect you. Sat in a tin can truck with half of somebody's head, and that's not supposed to affect you. Well, what would scare me is if we'd been sent a group of 18-year-olds from 12,000 miles away and subject them to a year of this obscenity and have them not be affected. That's what would scare me. We ain't no heroes. The drill instructor said we were worthless. The Corps made us worthless, and we rotted inside. Became the kind of thing the devil himself would despise. I can still hear the screams over the helicopters and the smell it of all. It's all petrol-like. It's all like those films like. It's all film, it's all gasoline-like. And that drill instructor bastard never got so much as a scratch, just like in films. Never needed a band-aid patch to cover the holes in his head. Well, my Purple Heart, I'm worthless. A killing machine, worthless. I ain't no hero. I'm the worst person in the world. And the people that weren't there, they piped up and they said, hell, I've missed out on all the action. And I just sit there and think, you're a lucky man. Every day we fight, it never ends in the head. I got not a shred of emotion left except anger, guilt and disgust. I trust no one, not even myself. You ever felt like that when you can't feel nothing and you do want to either? And then when we came back and it was different and everybody wanted to know, geez, what happened to them guys out there? I mean, you know, there's got to be something wrong somewhere. We did what we had to do. But people wanted us to feel ashamed for what it had made us. They have no idea what it felt like. I mean, all they wanted to do was come home, you know. All they wanted to do was come home. Thank you. I've been Pete Crompton. Thanks very much.